Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, in the live stream, just in the last couple of days, we were talking about how many guns are stolen from the police force, the South African police force, and of course, rounds of ammunition as well. Now, this is an ongoing problem where the police are actually involved in renting out their guns to gangs over the weekend and things like that. You can't make this shit up, but this actually happens in South Africa. Now, what also happens in South Africa is that guns are stolen from police stations, and lots of them. In fact, over the last war, since 1994, tens of thousands of guns, which have been under the police control, have gone missing, stolen, lost. And millions of rounds of ammunition have also gone missing for the same reasons. Well, this is a pretty typical example of what happens almost daily in South Africa. Thieves broke into the Tyefu police station in the Eastern Cape this week, making off with several firearms, ammunition, and computers. According to an incident report addressed to acting Sarah Baartman District Police Commissioner, Brigadier John Lebock, the suspects made off with an R5 rifle, 2 9mm pistols, 6 full 9mm magazines, and 1 R5 magazine with 28 rounds. The two police officers were the only ones on duty and locked the main door, burglar gate, and yard gate to attend to a domestic violence complaint at about 8 p.m. on Sunday. Convenient. They only returned to the police station in Peddie at 4 a.m. on Monday, as they had to remove the alleged abuser from a house together with his belongings and transport the victim to hospital, according to the report. Now, when have you ever heard the police being so compliant and doing these sort of things in a crime situation? They don't do that. They wouldn't take this guy to the hospital. They would have just taken him back to the police station. So this in itself sounds sus, but let's continue. At the station, the yard gate was still locked, and they noticed the burglar gate had been forcefully opened and door broken. Exhibits that were locked in a safe were scattered on the floor. One of the officers saw the safe was open and discovered the firearms were missing. Now, with a safe, you've either got to have the key or you've got to have a combination number to actually access the safe. How would thieves have broken into this police station and just opened the safe? I worked in the bank for 10 years, and we had a huge safe, and two people had to actually be involved in the combination to open the safe door. And without those two people there was no way you could get into the bank's safe. Now, I know that's a bank we're talking about, but when you've got a police station and you've got guns under lock and key or under a combination number, the only way a thief can gain access to that safe is by having that key or by having the combination number. No other way, unless they blow it up, which they didn't do. The safe door was, quote, open. The thieves had also broken into two offices and took two computers. Police spokesperson Brigadier Tembinkosi Kanana said the officers had left to respond to an emergency situation because there was violence involved in the incident, and this necessitated that police officers enforce the law to avoid loss of lives. He said the police were investigating a case of burglary. The suspect remains at large, which is completely different to what we heard earlier in the story. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that these two police officers clearly have had a role in this, because when they left the police station, they would have alerted their mates that the police station was now vacant, and armed with the key to the safe or to the combination number to the safe, all they had to do was break into the police station, open the safe, and walk off with the guns, which is what happened. In January, the same police station came under attack from angry villagers fed up with useless and unreliable police officers. They locked up 6 police officers. Now, there you go. Again, I rest my case. Useless and unreliable police officers. And yet here they go diligently for an 8-hour period investigating some nebulous crime. Police and Prison Civil Rights Union Provincial Secretary Zamikaya Skadi said the union had been raising the issue of chronic staff shortages and lack of security in rural police stations for far too long. Meanwhile, in a separate incident on Friday, police recovered an R5 rifle that was stolen, along with 2 9mm pistols, when 5 armed robbers stormed the Mieni police station on the 19th of December last year. The rifle was found inside an abandoned bakkie in Patterson. It was found by 2 police officers who were patrolling the N10 towards the Patterson turnoff. The 2 officers became suspicious after spotting a white bakkie whose lights were turned off. Police spokesperson Captain Marley Govender said they followed the vehicle, which had no license plate, to a nearby garage. 2 occupants got out and fled on foot via a pathway near the garage, said Govender. He said the members followed but could not locate the men. They then returned to the vehicle, which was opened, and conducted a search procedure. They noticed a black and red tog bag, and on further searching the bag, they found an R5 rifle and 2 loaded magazines with over 40 rounds of live ammunition for the said weapon. The vehicle was also seized. Governor added preliminary investigations reveal the vehicle was not stolen, while the rifle was stolen from an Eastern Cape police station in December 2020. Forensic investigators and specialized units were mobilized to conduct further investigations, she said. Lebok commended the officers for their vigilance and speedy response. Well, I get back to the elephant in the room in this whole fiasco with the guns that were just stolen this week, and that is that the safe door being open. If it's a police safe, surely it would have been locked when they broke in. Which means, as I've said before, the thieves would have had to have had the key or the combination to open the safe. In either way, the police who were on duty were complicit. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Please remember to register on Loving Life. TV.com to be kept informed. That's a platform we're transitioning to. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.